Hello once again, it is I, Bpendragon, and you're tuned in to another episode of Bpendragon Presents. Today, on this Fanfiction Friday, I am skipping over whatever Wednesday because some technical issues. I was going to kind of do a vector, but both Ponyscape and Inkscape were giving me fits, and then the screen capture software decided it didn't want to work about halfway through, so I just scrapped that. It was too much work. It was too painful to watch. Even at 3 times speed or 4 times speed or whatever I was running it at, it was just painful. So, I forgot Zoom. Here we go. We're going to, it's actually chapter 4. I forgot Hiatus started in June, July, August, September. I just checked. Yes, this is where we're supposed to be. So, let us begin. I hope. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, I get it already. The stars will aid in her escape. You've told me this night after night, week after week. I still don't know what any of that is supposed to mean, but at the very least, I know who you are. Luna pointed a hoof at the figure. In return, it simply stared blankly at her. Do you, young princess? By the way, speaking of Princess Luna, and a Facebook notification came through, but if I did it right, you won't actually hear that. Speaking of Princess Luna, that coronation dress I want. Like, that is legit, that her dress was legitly awesome. And in unrelated news, before I really get into this, there is a non-zero chance I will actually be able to get back to Everfree staff on the AV crew again. And if I can do that, that would be amazing. I won't release any details. Head of staff knows the details. My parents know the details of how it might work, as does head of AV, but they've all promised not to tell until I know for sure. And at that point, I'll be the one telling anyways. But there is a non-zero chance. Okay. So here we are. Do you, young princess? Well, no. I saw you the other day, so at least I know you're real. I just don't know your name. Time will give you the answer you seek. Time? So she was supposed to just wait? All this time and effort, and the first real answer she gets out of her dream is to be patient. She could scarcely believe it. That's it? I just wait and it'll drop into my lap? Wait and see, young Luna. One sec. Sorry. Yes, it's the weather. It is seriously the weather. We got some sleet, snow stuff, sorta, yesterday, and I've had to walk through it so many times to get to the cap and stuff. My throat is a little bit raw, but we will do this. Wait and see, young Luna. It was the first time any pony, or rather anything, within the dream had called her by name. It certainly wouldn't be the last. Like all the other nights before, she bolted awake and groaned, rubbing her eyes before rolling out of bed. She was getting better at controlling the shaking that usually accompanied her dreams, and she made it to the bathroom with relatively few problems. Before she could give her face a splash of cold water, however, something in the mirror caught her eye. Luna could hardly believe it. At first, for a very long time, she stared at her reflection, not sure what to make of it. Has my coat always been this dark? She gingerly touched her face, attempting to make sense of what was happening. It had been very gradual, so gradual she hadn't noticed until now. Her coat, typically a dark blue, had slowly managed to become even darker, and had begun to resemble something akin to grayish purple. It wasn't just isolated either. Further examination showed that this was occurring all over her body, and a small part of her wanted to panic. Hey, at least you're getting a tan. I go straight from glow-in-the-dark white to lobster red in about 3 nanoseconds, so you're lucky. I'm not kidding. You take a pen light, just a little pen light, shine it on me, you turn it off, and I seem to glow for a couple of seconds. That's how white my skin gets. and then it goes straight to lobster red. It peels off, and it's back to the white. It's pathetic. And I'm not a ginger. Seriously, I'm not. I'm dirty blonde. Okay, that came out wrong. Yeah. Carrying on. Okay, maybe this is something I'm growing into. I mean, the doctor said my growth had lagged behind a bit, and I would catch up. But I'm just growing into it. Or maybe... Her thoughts turned to a darker subject. Nightmare Moon. Nightmare Moon's coat had been jet black, and Luna's was gradually getting darker. Her mind made a leap of logic, and she found herself absolutely terrified at the result. If Nightmare Moon had a dark coat, and hers was getting darker too, what if some small part of Nightmare Moon was inside of her? Luna shied away from the mirror and slowly crawled back to bed, surrounding herself with Philomena and Celine, and as many of her toys as she could. She wanted desperately to stop thinking about her, but she couldn't. She would find no rest from it, not even in her sleep. I did not expect you to be up this early, little sister. And Celestia has decided to go for a slightly cockney. I don't get it either. And we're going to have to cut off for now. Talk to you later. Happy fic.